The house closing process. What sellers need to know. Selling a house can be stressful and daunting, especially for those who have never been through the house closing process before. The closing process refers to the final steps involved in transferring ownership of the property from the seller to the buyer. It is important to understand what to expect during this process as a seller. In this blog, we'll cover the essential information you need to know about the house closing process as a seller. Understanding the closing costs. The closing costs refer to the fees associated with the sale of the property. Both sellers and buyers have to pay closing costs. As a seller, it's important to factor in these costs before putting your house on the market. Some common closing costs sellers must pay include real estate agent commission, if you are working with real estate agent, title insurance, transfer tax, and attorney fees. Preparing for the title transfer. As the seller, you have to ensure that the title of the property is clear of any liens or disputes. You will work with a title company that will conduct a thorough title search to ensure that there are no issues with the property title. If any title issues arise, such as an unpaid mortgage or a lien on the property, you'll need to address them before the closing date. Your attorney can help you navigate through these challenges. Scheduling the closing date. Once the title transfer is complete and there are no issues, the next step is to schedule the actual closing date. The closing date is the date on which both parties meet, and the transfer of ownership happens. A closing location is typically a neutral place, like a law office or a title company. Both the buyer and seller will be present at the closing along with their attorneys. Closing day. On the closing day, both the buyer and seller will sign the necessary legal documents. You will also have to hand over the keys to the property to the new owner. Before the closing day, make sure you have completed any repairs or agreed upon changes that you are responsible for. Once the closing is complete, the ownership of the property will officially transfer to the new owner. After closing. After the closing is complete, there are a few things you should take care of as a seller. You'll need to cancel your homeowner's insurance and any other services, like utilities that are in your name. And that's it. You've successfully sold your house. Congratulations! The house closing process can seem daunting, but by understanding the process as a seller, you can approach it with confidence and peace of mind. Be sure to consider closing costs, prepare for the title transfer, schedule a closing date, and take care of any necessary repairs before closing day. After the closing is complete, take care of any necessary steps like canceling insurance and services in your name. By following these steps and working with a reliable investor and attorney, you'll have a smooth and successful sale. Thanks for watching.